The hidden power of speech. Imagine walking into a room filled with strangers. Within seconds of speaking, those around you begin forming opinions, not just about what you say, but about who you are. Your choice of words, tone, and pacing act as invisible markers of your personality, education, upbringing, and even subconscious beliefs. But how often do we stop to think about the way we speak? More importantly, how does our speech shape our identity and perception in society? In this exploration, we will unravel the intricate relationship between language and identity. We will see how speech patterns are formed, how they influence perception, and how intentional changes in language use can reshape personal and professional success. Through psychological insights, linguistic theories, and real-world examples, we will gain a deeper understanding of what our speech reveals about us. Language as a mirror of identity. Language is far more than a tool for communication. It is a mirror reflecting the depths of our psyche. From the words we choose to the way we pronounce them, our speech acts as an unconscious autobiography, revealing where we come from, how we think, and even our emotional state. Linguistic fingerprints. Consider the phenomenon of regional accents. A single sentence spoken in a British, American, or Australian accent immediately signals a person's origins. But accents do more than just indicate geography. They also carry social connotations. Studies show that certain accents are perceived as more authoritative or sophisticated, while others may be unfairly associated with lack of education or lower social standing. Beyond accents, the specific words we use also offer insights into our personality. Psycholinguists have found that individuals who frequently use pronouns like I tend to be introspective, while those who use we often exhibit collectivist tendencies. Case study: a psychological experiment. In a study conducted at the University of Texas, researchers analyzed speech patterns and found that confident leaders often use fewer personal pronouns and more declarative statements. In contrast, those feeling insecure tend to hedge their speech with fillers such as I think or maybe. The psychology of speech patterns. Our speech is not just a random selection of words, but a deeply ingrained psychological pattern. From childhood, we develop linguistic habits based on our environment, experiences, and internal thought processes. How speech reflects confidence and insecurity. Have you ever noticed how powerful public speakers captivate their audience? It's not just what they say, it's how they say it. Confident speakers use controlled pacing, deliberate pauses, and a strong vocal tone. Meanwhile, nervous speakers may use excessive filler words, speak too quickly, or avoid eye contact. Example: Steve Jobs versus average speaker. Watch any keynote speech by Steve Jobs, and you'll notice his calculated use of pauses. He understood that silence can be as powerful as words. Compare this to an inexperienced speaker who rushes through their message, inadvertently diminishing its impact. Similarly, hesitation in speech can reveal self-doubt. People who frequently use or like are often processing thoughts in real time, which can make them appear less authoritative. The power of word choice and thought formation. A fascinating concept in linguistics is the Sapir-Whorf hypothesis, which suggests that language shapes thought. The words we habitually use influence our worldview, emotional health, and decision-making. Negative versus positive speech. Imagine two people experiencing the same setback. One says, "I'm such a failure." The other says, "I've learned something valuable." The difference in phrasing directly impacts self-perception. Repeated negative self-talk reinforces a fixed mindset, whereas positive language fosters resilience. Case study: the power of affirmations. Research shows that individuals who engage in daily positive affirmations exhibit higher levels of self-esteem and motivation. The reason? The brain rewires itself based on repeated linguistic input. The impact of tone and delivery on perception. Words alone are not enough. How we say them, the tone, inflection, and pacing can alter their meaning entirely. The science of vocal influence. Studies in communication psychology reveal that people judge trustworthiness more by tone than content. A warm, steady voice fosters credibility, whereas a high-pitched, erratic tone can create skepticism. Example: the 1960 presidential debate. When John F. Kennedy debated Richard Nixon, radio listeners thought Nixon won based on content, but TV viewers overwhelmingly favored Kennedy due to his confident delivery and charismatic presence. This demonstrated how vocal and visual cues shape perception.